Welcome to Open Water Wednesday.
Good morning, Chloe.
Good morning.
Where do we find you today?
Today I'm in my home, just in between practices.
Oh, and you live in?
I live in Mission Viejo, California, or a suburb of it, with my family.
Oh, good. You're one of the best swimmers in the world, and you're supported by a wonderful family.
I am.
And you have one brother?
I have one brother. His name is Colin. He is 6'5", 280. He plays, he's an offensive lineman for his high school football team, and I'm very proud of him. And he's starting the recruiting process, and it's so much different than swimming, but, you know, we're really close. We do everything together. So.
Yeah. And then your mother and father live with you?
Yes, my dad was a football player in the Air Force back in his day. He played for the Air Force Academy, and he was in the military for about 20 years, and then he just recently retired and got a civilian job in Southern California so that I could stay here and train with Coach Rose, and they could be here for me. And my mother also lives with me, and she stays at home and just does everything for me and my brother.
Right. You mentioned Coach Rose. You mean Bill Rose of Mission Viejo?
Yes,
yeah.
Coach Rose. Bill Rose of Mission Viejo. He's a world-renowned coach. He's very special.
Yeah. And then when you, every day, can you just take us through a typical day?
Yeah. I train with a group of high schoolers. I have a lot of really fast boys that I'm able to train with. And since they have to go to high school pretty early in the morning, I get up at 4. Practice starts at 5, so I wake up, make my breakfast, drive to practice, take the pool covers off, 5 o'clock practice starts, and then we swim until about 7. You know, some people get out a little earlier, but usually I'm until 7. And then I come home, and I take about an hour nap before I have to go meet my personal trainer, Brandon Menchaca, who he's from Laguna Beach, and he's just a personal trainer that we found on Craigslist, and ended up being just an amazing blessing to me, and another one of my, support, people that helped me to get to be where I am. And we lift for about an hour and a half, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
And I always leave there just feeling so amazing and happy and strong, and he's just such a great guy. And then come home and do either some schoolwork or some studying, or eat lunch with my mom, or just relax until practice again. I leave at about 2 o'clock for practice. Practice starts at 2:30, and then we swim until about 5.
Wow.
Then after that, come home, eat dinner, some more either studying, I'll help my brother study, or just relaxing some more and trying to get ready for the next day.
So 5 days a week, that's what you do?
Yes.
And then Saturday and Sunday, do you train?
Saturday we train, sometimes on Sunday, but Saturday's usually a family day, and we go to church in the afternoon, and then Sunday is also kind of a getting ready for the weekday, where we clean the house and, which is nice.
Yeah, and you've obviously are getting ready for Christmas now.
Yes, yeah, Christmas. You see my tree over there?
Yeah.
We set that up the other day, and I love Christmas. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then we're going back to your daily habits. You now are 18, so you're driving yourself.
Yeah.
But previous to that, you actually were taken everywhere by your mother, and you were moving around because of your father's job.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes. We moved around. Moved about every 2 years with my dad's job since he was in the military, and there are pros and cons to being able to do that. Some of the cons were that I never really got to keep a really close, tight group of friends. We have friends who've just grown up with the people who live around them, and we never really got to do that. But it also allowed me to experience a bunch of different kinds of coaching and different teams, and really find out what worked for me. I was able to go to each coach, and they had a specific way that they like their strokes to be swam, and I'd be able to experiment with it. If it worked for me, then I'd keep a hold of that, and if it didn't work for me, then the time we moved, I'd just move on to the next thing. And it really helped me just build myself as a swimmer and as a person, and we got to, every time we moved to a different place, we got to, find the history of the town that we were living in, or, sightsee. And, me and my brother, we got to learn a lot through the whole experience. So I'd say it was a good thing, but I probably won't want to go into the military life much more.
You seem close with your brother.
Yeah, me and my brother are very close.
What's the year?
He just turned 16, so just about 2.5 years apart. He's just really funny, and when I moved away from my family before that, when I was younger, we weren't that close. We fought all the time, and but then when I would be traveling a bunch, or living with a host family to train with a certain team, or what have you, we started to realize how much we really do rely on each other, and how close we really are. And we just this year I took him to Golden Goggles with me so that we could have some bonding time, and I bring him with me to movies when I go with all my friends, and he's just a really good kid, and I just wish the best for him.
Yeah, and you go to his football games too.
Yes, every time I'm home and I go to his football games and cheer him on. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, and then going back to your physical trainer. This is new for you, correct? The dry land work, if you will.
I guess. Didn't really start doing dry land until after the Olympics in 2008, and then.
Was it something you thought you needed in your program? Or?
Yeah, going to the Olympics, I learned so much about what it means to be an Olympian and what the other athletes do to become the champions that they are. And I was able to look at them and look at myself and say, how can I get myself to be more like these people? And one of those things was like, I don't have any kind of any kind of dry land thing. If we do, it's like a half an hour after workout, and I'm not getting any real personal, time to improve my strength or stability, or, that kind of thing. So Brandon, my trainer, was originally working with my brother, and my brother just thought so highly of him and, improved so much with him that I just started working with him on my own, and it grew to be, he knows my body so well that he can, if I have a shoulder injury or I'm, feeling a little weird over here, he just corrects it, by doing a certain exercise with me, or, everything he does, I can just see how it's helping my swimming.
Thank you for watching Open Water Wednesday. See you next week.